folks, welcome to Brewing 101 with myself, Marty, Eric, Nicholas Abdulhak, and our buddy Macho Man Randy Savage. So today we're basically going to be creating the wort and placing the wort into the fermentation tank. And our basic ingredients include the booster, which boosts the alcohol and the flavor and the overall body of the beer. We have our one-step sanitizer, which we use to sanitize all of our equipment and our fermentation tank because we don't want microbacteria screwing with our beer. We also have a yeast packet, which will be added to the fermentation tank. Today we will be brewing a pale ale. This is a hopped malt extract provided by Mr. Beer himself. And we have our keg, our fermentation keg, also provided by Mr. Beer.
Hi, I'm Eric. Now we're going to sanitize our equipment. I recently just put 4 quarts of lukewarm water into this keg. We're going to take this one-step no-rinse cleanser, and we're going to put about half of it in there. And then, once I finish that, we'll go into the next step. Okay, I'll just put about half in there. Now we're going to close our lid. Well, it's closed. What we do is we're going to shake it around to cleanse it. We're going to do it over a sink because there's ventilation holes in there and we don't want any water getting out. So do that a little bit. Yeah, and that's all shaken up. Okay, now that every surface inside the keg has been coated, we're going to do this here. We're going to run that out a couple times, cleanse our dish, because eventually we're going to put our utensils in this dish to dry, to keep them clean. Alright, so that's all coated. We're going to open this up. These are our utensils. We're going to use these later. So we want them to be clean. So we're going to stick them on in there. Nice. Not really fitting. This guy goes in there. Yeah, that's not going to fit. But that's good, because all we need is to shake it up a little bit more. Just make sure everything gets coated. Yeah, probably shouldn't put my hand in there. And now we're going to sit 10 minutes, let everything clean, sanitize, and then we're going to take it back out.
Our next step is taking the hop malt extract and we're going to place it in hot water to soften it up so it's easier to take out.
Next, we're going to put our booster into these 3 cups of water we've just recently put into this pot. 4 cups of water. Sorry. So we're going to slowly pour in our booster, and we want to do it very slowly because we don't want clumps, so we're going to continuously stir. So if you come in, I'll show you. Watch how slow we do it. Nice and slow. A little fast.
You don't have to film this whole thing, Nick.
And we're just about done. So I've continuously stirred to reduce any clumping. And what we're going to do now is we're going to put it on our stove. It has to be hot because we've got to boil it. So we're going to do that. It's going to get a little bit hot, and we're going to keep stirring it to get those clumps out. And now we just have to wait for it to boil. Alright, now that our booster water has done boiling, we're going to remove it from the heat. And now we can move on to our next step of brewing.
Now we're going to create the actual wort by pouring the HME, the hop malt extract, into the boiled water and booster. And I want to make sure I get it all in, so I'm going to scrape it out here. And if you look closely, that's our actual wort. It's a nice wort. Very nice wort. Yeah. There's still a little bit left in here, so.
Good wort.
So now we're going to place our wort into our keg that we filled up with 4 quarts of cold water already.
That was fake. Yum. Beer. Oh, you're so good at that, Marty.
It's a solid pour. Yeah.
Hi, I'm Eric. So we're now filling up our keg to 8.5 quarts with cold water. And once that is there, which is about to be, we're going to stir vigorously right now. So he's going to stir that vigorously, and then we get to add our yeast.
And now we add our yeast to aid in fermentation. And now, after 5 minutes of waiting, we stir vigorously again. Put the lid on. There you go. And now we store it out of direct sunlight for 1 to 2 weeks for fermentation.
See you later, folks.
See you,
And thanks for brewing with Marty.
Eric and Nick.